guys, it's Trish and I'm back with another video for the Scrappy Mom Stamps July release. I have to apologize for my voice. You can hear it's just now starting to get better, but it's still not great, but that's okay. So today's video again is for the Scrappy Mom's July release. This one is my third video for this release, and today I'm going to be featuring this stamp set called You Are My Everything. And this one has some adorable, absolutely adorable sentiments on it. And I just happened to look on Etsy and was looking for some images that contained a coffee and a donut because that was the sentiment I really wanted to use. And I found this awesome store called Drawn with Character, who has a ton of digital images that are great for coloring that happen to go really well with this stamp set. I believe they had a cupcake one. I think that they had a milk and cookies one. They had a cheese and wine one for sure, so I was like, oh my god, this is the perfect shop for this stamp set. So I went ahead with the coffee and donut because I had to. It was just too cute to pass up. So I'm using that image today. It does come with a sentiment underneath of it that says you are my everything, or you are my, or we go together is what it says. And so I just removed that in my Photoshop program because I wanted to use the stamp set with it instead. And I put 2 on one page so that I could just create 2 quick cards with it. And I'm going to go ahead and really fast forward this video because it took me quite a while to color this image because I've been a bit out of practice. So I'm going to go ahead and just play some music and let you guys continue watching me color this super cute image. So now that I've finished coloring the image, I'm going to go ahead and proceed with stamping my sentiment. Now I'm using my all-time favorite black ink, which is the VersaFine Onyx Black ink. It really just gives a super crisp black sentiment. I really can't say it enough about it. And what I've gone ahead is, because I wanted the sentiment to be just in one long line, I've gone ahead and done some stamp surgery, and I've cut in between the coffee to my and then donut, so that I can have all one seamless line, because the sentiment does come in 2 lines. So I've gone ahead and I've cut it, and I just stamped the coffee to my donut. And then when I was stamping the donut, you'll see I'm practicing off on a scratch piece of paper because I just want to make sure that it comes out cleanly in case some of the edges get inked up. So I'm going to take a little bit of time just to make sure, because it is a 1-layer card and I can't really restamp it if I make a mistake. So I've inked it up and I've used a baby wipe just to get around the edges, just so I can get this sentiment perfect. So now that that's complete, I noticed that the right side, I didn't really center the digital image when I was using it in my Photoshop program. So what I'm going to do to take up some of that space on the right is I'm going to add some baker's twine to it. And you'll see that I was looking at my hands before. I just want to make sure that my hands are totally clean. I tend to get some ink on my fingers, and I didn't want it to smudge on the card. So I'm just using my X-Acto knife and just cutting a very small slit up at the top where the crease of the card folds over, and I'm testing a whole bunch of different twine colors. And after all that, I decided that pink was just the way to go. It matches the icing perfectly, and it was just absolutely necessary. So instead of just cutting a slit, I actually cut a little bit bigger than a slit, excuse my phone. And I'm just going to go ahead and feed some baker's twine through that. I decided that a single loop around wasn't enough, so I'm doubling it up to get 2 lines of the baker's twine. And once I've done this, I'm going to go ahead and tie it with a bow. And I have to be honest, the the bow that I created I wasn't super happy with, but you roll with it. You know, I wasn't going to totally remove the twine because then the right side would just be missing something, so I'm going ahead and just rolling with it. So you'll see me here. I'm just going to be finicking with the twine and getting it exactly spaced out where I want it to be and getting that bow as close to perfect as possible. And that is it for the card. The last thing that you're going to see me do that I almost forgot about was I'm using some glossy accents on the card. And I decided that I wanted to add some onto where the coffee is inside the cup, because anytime I see coffee, it kind of, you know, reflects. And I also put it on the icing because, let's be honest, when you go to a donut shop and you see that super shiny pink or chocolate or white icing on a donut, you know, it just attracts you. So I put glossy accents over the whole entire frosting of the donut and as well as inside the cup for the coffee. And that is it. That completes my card. I really hope that you guys enjoyed these videos for my release. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you like me creating these videos more on a regular schedule. And be sure to check back soon. I have some more videos in store for you guys. So until then, I'll see you in the next video.